kunding abendo shiputsa na mageba ezinde life yemskori hardcore than udeva hardcore than udemba bakwakwame spamasenga ndotuwa shikwakwada ushikubaba man mukwakwamisi.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, hardcore. I'm back with the second episode at the Music Express. As you know, we're on season 2. Hapa ndio niayania hamzika. Ndio niayania ba hardcore, ndio niayania Music Express. And you shout out to everybody that is been subscribing. At least you'll grow. By this time, I'm hoping that I don't know 300 subs. Producer because the guy bad goes kuima that's 290 again, that's 280. So hopefully my fit no subscriber, you know, and if you haven't, go do that, you know, you'll enjoy, you won't regret it. And I was regret. So yeah, man, it's crazy because Prepshiti and Andinayo for to record the other time last week, but I think it's still. Maybe it might still be relevant because it's just we are living at a time in and a producer offline and go on a TikTok ufi my first war. I'm so nervous. Yeah. So it's ironic because at the time they Bazolewa Venda at least Robona line so as Diori Richard Noni producer. Radana Maduna Majika front like Robodara, line Dara, I was impressed. And I put it on my prep sheet because I was like, man, it's dope that there's a lot of young kids, young men and women that want to be soldiers and defend us in the Babaya. So I think initially Trump is bombing the hell out of this now. We need you. Either ways, but let's get to the music, man. But yeah, another reason in Yamban is because Zonzo was involved in planning some of the events that they had. I think they were working on some of the marquees. What's the marquee? Masore to do right to the marquee. I mean, but Zonzo was there, and yeah, shout out. Ila lene galiko push. Le wana la kanaka zutuzine as generating namziga. Na neke zundibo ambana nga masore. Gungwan, Zonzo ndolibon. But shout out to them, man. Shout out to the South African Defense Force. Because now what's about to. Uri batu banja bapese suri military issue uri sikune abone obana involvement ya burini as well sabavenda the Bantu nations zadzina the military zadzo dzine zachi protector the state now they are no longer recognized but they are still independent. Venda apparently is still an independent state, just that it's recognized as independent state. But yeah, this South African Defense Force, so there's a part of it in a Venda, our military, like Wachi Unite South Africa, our military formed part of it. So unazi unamasore ajone and card. That's why general galaj. What general ba asibo ba people do Brazilian South African Defense Force producer. I think people were Chirizi or something. The Cameroon Defense Force General. Hey, but it's crazy. But I know it's a Venda guy. What Chirizi mean, kana? But either ways, let's move on because it has nothing to do with what I do here. So we know the Ramzi Ganu, the South African Defense Force. So yeah, the reaction. So I think the episode kaibe yoni ndani buza so that nizongo confused or rewind. So I'm gonna react to some of the songs. I receive a lot of music from artists, and I think currently gogomisa through my commentary. I mean, it's easier to do it while I'm actually streaming their shit, you know. I feel like it's a win-win. So they only wanted the reactions about core because I feel like you will enjoy them a lot because of how organic and so probably get a different perspective as nyimbo according to how I see them too. So no reactor ka Metro CMG, I think I reacted to one of his songs, no reactor ka Road Kitty. And a lot of you're actually interacting with my reaction. So no post the reaction. If I think it, we'll produce and the pangane packets cards, but I'll put it for you niggas. So the post and the Kwambori, I didn't like what Slendergirl did. It's doing quite well, my video. Shit, that's crazy. But yeah, so mungaba kong commentator. So shout out to Savage the rapper. The first time I'm liking your content, you telling the truth. I always tell the truth, bro. What you mean? And then ndinango commenting ndaibona mungwa ari ifani me. Bro, you said it. Well, maybe I'll play the clip of that reaction and then this guy is what he said. Bro, you just say it. She should have written her own verse. I don't even like her voice. Since I know she hasn't even changed her voice, she needs to be matured and some voice coaching. That is crazy. I don't know how to feel about that comment. But yeah. And because it's one of the few comments that actually has likes. So I don't agree with him. I don't think she needs to change anything with her voice. I don't agree with you, bro. But I do understand that I'll evolve, man, Slendergirl. So sometimes some evolvement, Slender, is needed. I think it will go a long way. No, it's work, my brother. 0 hate, 100% truth. Venda but shout out to that. So the directions and they like, if you like it, please make sure it's like, because that's how the algorithm is gonna tune recommend. So yeah, General or the Chief of South African Defence Force, Uperudzani Mapanya. So shout out to you, my G. I was told to Karangori, hey, Trump is coming for these things. Then necessarily but either way, moving forward, let's get to the music. So ndo post to ya DJ Pori. DJ Mapurisa Maduman. Our SA hip hop guys need to work together. This camp thing is not working. My brother Pori opposed ka TikTok, ka Twitter. So I was like, yeah, but he's also right. Because Nando's janga dire ya Venrap. Venrap inazi camp na. Una camp ya feeling like una camp ya Metro CMG, I think lelo hotel. Una camp ya mani ganjere easy. There's a lot of camps that are doing their own things in their own spaces. I think some of them do try to work together, but mostly Venrap ya fan is survive at camp. So apori bakotroli wofi bakuziyamba ngorije kolu ko South Africa. So he's telling the truth. Bafitu hip hop ikublewa ngori bafile abadaninganyi. So I'm not gonna work with this nigga because he out here and this. But on the oncha track na metro bafitu. You know, I feel like maybe go expect too much from other people than Bao. Metro na badrondi, they figured it out and they made a song that is dope if you're not a guy. Go and play it. I think I did a reaction. So go and play it. You'll actually listen, Uri. Reunite us about there's a Greek is Venda, man, and just be one. We can create beautiful music. Like that's what I don't know. What on producer at some point. What on we antrola early on in my career. I don't know. It was, I think it was a misunderstanding between me and him and how I interpreted. So, the chief interpreter, this nigga, why is he threatening me while I'm trying to help him? I'm trying to promote your song. I like it. I'm trying to make money. It's not like you own the rights, so I'm not gonna benefit anything besides maybe followers. I mean, maybe I can get your fans to follow me, but I'm trying to give you some spotlight. What's you don't lose anything. I'm trying to promote it. Like Kingsley. this other time because hey Linika, in report about to post the content here and by clip. And I don't have a problem, bro. Go clip my content. As long as you're not stealing from me, like to a point where you are now monetizing. And then now when it's champa piece, you're hey, Adko, at least get something because I get this because of you. I would understand. Mara currently mjita ko poster. There's nothing they're getting. You're posting my song. Why would I have an issue with? Okay, doka fale push. You can post ka platform. Okay, you niggas have a fan base. I once saw you doing an ad, a business ad that you got a lot of people that crawl your site. I was like, shit, that was in 2020. I'm like, damn it. So obviously you could bring in some fan base nina power in your own space. So obviously nation pusher. For sure nani dia benefita kuri ndi kubaka environment yabe nabe ne benefit original labe attached to mutu. And for the fact that if you are pushing a legitimate business and you want to attach yourself to this name, shows you like that person, like at least you're willing to align with whatever they are saying in their music. That's the biggest flex I would say. But when the time, and he might not get what I'm saying, because it was in a space that I wouldn't understand him. I wouldn't expect him to understand, bro. But I feel like at that time, he put down a space that could have exposed Venrap to a bigger audience, a Rotera win. But I think I'll sit down with him. I think he's one of the artists when I go out there. And I'm with Listy Cool. I think what one day is cool enough. I can chill with him. That's my G. Namzika real line. So yeah, I wanted to say that what the Campo Kazirichi when you go deka about na Metro, they did a song, Racha Kili, busy dropping gospel. When I take this album, yeah, Racha. Finish track as a crusade. Yeah, I'm 30 years, you know. Like, I'm not saying it because we wouldn't go during any bias and go really dala. No, we producer currently this about Woodzeke episode just for your sake. I'm not gonna guess you up. I think you'll know. If you don't, your next episode with Badombo Zeradko, you missed it. I'm telling you, this is Metrosium just here if that's what you want to create now. That's what we want him to create as his fans. So yeah, Racha, that's the result. Unfortunately, I'm employed by Venrap now. So not Venrap, like I employed myself obviously as an activist. But it is something that I enjoy doing. So I gotta consume these niggas. I can't just talk about Racha. I consume this album, bro. And then actually the gospel, my producer. So I don't like it. I'm not saying it because it's a gospel. No, I just don't like it because he didn't rap. Bro, you didn't rap. You didn't rap about mzimu. But for ni blind. That's my favorite one. But he didn't rap. So he's touching a chang and we teach the project. That was skip, I mean, Maria Metrone from the first intro song to the 11th song. So they have the same amount of tracks on this both albums. But let me tell you, you're gonna go through something. Yeah, Racha, you're gonna be like, man, crusade did go to this a crusade is like, but the Racha, I go to beat you. Fuck. Racha, sorry. Then they go to Rambango, that one was not the one, bro. But I enjoy. I respect artistry though. Racha doing that, it's not easy, Buffett. He didn't even promote it to show he wasn't sure you guys would receive it well. So for me, it's like I respect that and commend that. But pivot right now, bro. Rachalingwa is land. So Rachalingwa. But yeah, the camp thing, man. Don't please encourage given unamaniga unabo H. Why in this school? Given you do a lot of, but what don't get given. But when you're on the spot, when you're the king as well, you must be willing to take some shots. Because given as much as he works hard, I don't know, man. Produce no opinion at this other person because the bias because of my expectations that given they are different from any artist. I see him as somebody who can take the sound beyond what it is. So the fact that the guy is not growing, okay, let me not say growth. That's why I'm going to go careful with my words because I don't, given's my nigga. You know I love you, dog. But artists of Venda, man, they're being ill-advised. They're not being told the things that matters. You will stay an upcoming artist or Venrap also to tap into the market that we see. Man, I was telling people that I see him at Twizer show, either him or Mizophil, but I want Mizophil first. But given that Chief is the only guy in a rapper, mabo producer, the Filori, I would be proud to hear him do his thing on a national level, even if it's a freestyle. Mara after me is obvious, but so my expectations from Given, they are very high compared to many artists, because I think he has J Smash, so I think he has more advantage to penetrate through certain doors zine vafili so by himself. He wouldn't have, man. Even if like ngari vafili na mani gane anazichelede ne unasitu zine Given una access nazo at this exact. The guy literally has an EP na J Smash, so he has access to Zuchi cooked up. I mean, Piff Audio, my little homie, got connection na Zuchi, and he's not even as big as Given. So for sure, Given has access. And it was with you people, but this one, my dabura, my nigga stand zita. So hey, J Smash, I hope you still good, my G. I hope you still good. Ranty, so Womesh BT and all those niggas. Hey, I'm worried for you boys. But shout out to you guys. But Given una access to those niggas. I'm a nigga pito ramfuna Given. More than Vafili. So I think Twizer can even probably gravitate towards Given than Mizo. Because Given can rap. Mizo is a musician. So kabadi chekempo. Given a track na metro, I wanna hear it. Don't for Vione, but I've never heard it. So hopefully those shikabatuni. Mizo, I don't wanna try again my nigga Angelere. We be talking, they're calling. Kazijene zifeature imone kauricho dzicamp itwe mzika itwe chelede ngori manega bro kwenda angata chelede njibadi ngarari angatusana ngazvisekele ringa take over Venda rothe rally thogomera rally patuchedza rally build the way forward. So yeah, Maporisa, I hear you, my G. Just that coming from me, I don't trust anything that comes from that nigga. That nigga is an opportunist, man. But I do respect. None the opportunist. So who am I to judge him? So, but ndite shout outs to Asati, man. Asati wants to fill up a stadium. They call it Chifuranani Stadium. I'm gonna pop up a poster. So do go pay up, Bafetu. We're gonna have Asati. I think I did say to producer, it's gonna be my first guest. I'd rather not have you niggas here. I'm gonna start Asati. Because even this show is one of those, it's June 20th, 2026, Saturday. The early bird day, I think they're sold out. They were 80 Rand. So you can buy the 100 Rand ones. And then the general later will be Clipper. And then at the gate into the banger to Clipper. So what else? Radanga is Rike. Then I will produce an hour. But I'm bounce over so I think Azadi is very smart, bro. I'm saying this is unpaid Buffett, so nobody pay me to do this. So it's just that he's my nigga. I love his energy. So easy with it. I'm turning as a teacher to so because that guy, man, which I'm about to what funo. Yeah, my son just pulled up here, but okay. So yeah, so as a tease, wanna fill it up, and I don't know how much capacity it can take. We'll talk to him before the show. I think I have some ideas that I have that I wanna brainstorm now about creating content for the show. So hopefully, when we have him through, they're gonna engage in higher 2 levels. Yeah, adokona pesa vision na inera kudanayo. Hopefully, my nigga kick back now. At the better na watko at least a satire make sure create a heavy. So if you come to recurrent right those to depending na way create a memory see. But asati got mafikizolo of it. So this is mafikizolo. So they coming through. So yeah, we're filling it up. But we're filling it up and show him support, show up to the show. I think you're gonna enjoy yourselves. And I hope Barry hapanoni the show, winter show. So then go Google or something and go touch GPT producer. What's the difference between a festival and a concert? You get me? Because I'm gonna do it again. Concert and festival. Ne or nandi kunyaga asati achita a concert, not a festival. Because I want an intimate space. For the kind of music he makes, I think according to what I've seen, what the definition of it is. So a concert is a live music performance, usually featuring one main artist or a band. Sometimes with opening acts, a single venue, stadium, arena, theater, club. You can do all that a few hours in duration. So asati ni muimbi. I know maybe people wanna see Goosebumps, wanna see all these kind of guys, man. I feel like Mani Gonunga Wasati, it's time that they do concerts and be the headliners. There's lots of makadzi where one woman show, who go perform about 200,000. Man, can I just go to a show and just see Asati and just, okay, you supporting him. At least Mafikizolo or something. That's where maybe I think like he can pivot. But he can even do that performance aku incorporate man, I'm gonna talk about content that we're gonna create, but that was, let me leave it. But I feel like he needs to create his large spaces are intimate for himself so that at least he can push his way forward as Asati. I feel like a festival is a much larger event. So this is what I feel like is targeting. So you can have multiple artists, often runs over one or more days, several stages sometimes. So the Cotton Fest, the bari mineya Pitori, if mineya Pitori, Kudaneto jacket. Homecoming. The homecoming is. So yeah, I think it's a stadium though. I don't think it's gonna do a festival, but yeah. Nanen Dongwana. So I don't know. Cause I mean, I think it's about time that we discuss this thing. Cause or Venrap, do you think Venrap is evolving? And I mean, I don't know. So I think I've said enough about it evolving. So nikutobara dzimwe dzimbudziso dzendadzibona uri nikobona vasati vakufil up at the stadiums. It just tells you that yeah, it's evolving, it's growing. So it's evolving, it's growing, it's doing its thing. So we got JR players selling out shows. We got Misophil hosting gastronomy every Sunday, selling out, bringing businesses, showcasing vendor businesses. Aupa vakaranga ukupushwa dzasho. But namsibaone vakaranga ndivatu vasho. Man, naneri vakaranga. So I don't know if it's evolving, but I think it's somewhere where Narner proud but all this shit wouldn't exist if Venrap didn't evolve, man. So I think we understand that it's getting bigger and we gotta also elevate. So that's why you want the music express and as chaka so which exist. So yeah, I don't know. And I think the space is evolving, man. Seeing McG, I don't know if anyone want to McG, but McG is evolving the space. The guy got shows. At least they canceled Piano Pals, but they brought my goat there. I think, yeah, that show is gonna be chaotic. Yeah, Nota is crazy, man. Like, that's one thing is McG, I don't know what was holding him back from actually bringing Nota through. Yeah, I don't know. Because that guy is so smart and he knows the game. So, nichipona podcast in Chile, ichiko chencha. So, it made me happy because takia kwamba machemba nga watu washu. So, fucking. Awamba vyada, uribewa nkoni, artist dasho ngoduma, besides makadzi. Tangu yango zvipesa mara, oto zvyabanga ndire nezo mbaisa. Ndo zvikudza na producer offline. Hakuna hamba tangu. Tone yawe you gotta watch your tone. Poison barindinyi takhalani ibone nane myanga bavitakhalani so arachi vitakhalani do soft guy. But yeah, uribe onkoni because for retires zabewe zikusukana na keka podcast in Chile. Upya nikubona ka national level ngidizoko phapha ngori ni minority mara at least we change show at least you ever show your face la yamba vyadamungapala. But I think the other niggas, they do have respect kabewe. But this also this Divorian Goduma was a feeling. So shout out to them. So I'm gonna be bumping a lot. I think we need a more music platforms like myself. I hope we yaru enayo. isvike kalevele dzine na maniga asho Venrap adhambo akazvipace zvine narina ari konuvamba kazvo through our input. So I think let's evolve. Let's not fear giving people chances. I think muntu bet on people, man, because people sometimes will also bet on you. So nisongosedzera zvamumwe muthu pasi ngori anotupfesesa. It may not make sense to you, but yeah, before we close, because ndikuzibona chipinga chikouya tinyakudzitoridzira pfese dziteki dzacho mara mutecheresi woproducer vaidiva big 3 yaipopo avaidivi big 3 omunadivi ipopo big 3 avaidivi yanational yainternational. Okay, who do you think is the biggest hip-hop artist of all time right now? Who are the biggest? Like, Avi, take us to your lead if the aliens were to invade. Like, take us to your hip-hop leader. Overall, in the earth. 3 niggas. Or 3 white men. Or whatever it can be. I'm not racist. Non-racist. Kendrick. Nicki. And I win. Okay. Hey, that is crazy. Nicki controversial. But yeah, those are my goats, ne? Mara, because you mentioned this two, you mentioned one who's a goater than them. The Drake, ne? He's the goat. So the big 3, hip-hop, according to hip-hop outlets, hip-hop media, madness, whatever, academics and whatever, it's Kendrick, Drake, na J. Cole, ne? So if I ask you, who do you think is the most commercially viable artist? And commercially, they are the biggest. Okay? Drizzy, ne? Okay? It's Drizzy, yeah. So between J. Cole and Kendrick, yeah, commercially more successful. Producer DJ Golu. Like, Mara, here's the fine fact up there. Kendrick is the most Grammy award winning rapper from all of them. With his 5 albums. This guy only has an album in I'm just saying the facts. Drake on an album in about 8 times platinum. In have to take care. Omuna yawe ya highest inaba ndiela ni Good City, Good Kid, Mad City. Gene never 3 times platinum. Na damn. So ni midi page ana 8 times. Omber Drake una diamond. It's worth diamond. You get me? Even J. Cole is bigger than. So the first time we said chaka zwa Venda. Urubodavi zilabashiko winner ziyawazi. Wafiliwa kuliwa. Marakini ya commercial ndiwa feel. So nisakonyadza utu. So my feeling ndibone Drake washo. I think it's the most successful rapper you think. Because ndobudziso mbudziso I think ndizenda kudhuvana ngadzo. Edzimbudziso ne uphi ndidzibudzise beiwe and then ndidzipindule nane. So I'm gonna read it for you guys. Ndidoba yone segment in the shout out to this nigga where I post that. I opened the one. Okay, I found it. Okay, Iri. Who is the most played artist in Venda? Producer Watanyesa. So what was this one? Ne? So according to me, I think the most paid artist in Venda is Mizovi. I don't think no, and I take it back. Sorry, I didn't think. The Guzba. I think Guzba Banana is the most paid artist in Venda. Bangatenda. Yeah. Makadzi did for sure. Besides Makadzi, did Venrap. Venda, I can't never bash. Guzba. Okay. Now we don't want to Guzba. Who is the most booked Van rapper? The rapper watch Venda on a bookisi. I think in the Rootkid Venda, I've seen him being booked to Josie. Come on, you're getting booked in Val, bro. Okay, Guzba maybe comes second from, but very which artist? So Nikuti from T. I think personally, Rude Kid. I don't know where we're in. How do you think? In the Beka comments. So very who sells more? So who sells more can they broad? Because I don't know who's more sell mean. But when I look at it, who sells more, I can define it in a way that I can say you can bring in a crowd, you can pull a crowd. Niggas can buy your merch. Niggas are wearing your merchandise. Niggas are streaming your album. That's a sale. Niggas are downloading your albums. That's a sale. So I think Misophil is the most selling artist. People are wearing Misophil merch. They're playing Misophil albums over Guzba. Guzba can trend, but they play Miso consistently. One. So I think Misophil is the most selling artist. Most views on YouTube. Yeah, I think this one is obvious. It's a Rootkid Venda. It's unfortunate or Hekero account, but he was the most streamed artist in Venda. Probably catching up because of the way VR builder now. It's fizzy because of his song. Did 3 million now on YouTube. So that's a lot. But Matutu Banga did 1 million in 2022, 2021. So Rootkid, hey, but they can't match. Thomas closest who's the best is Mizo, na Guzba. I think they are tied somewhere. So those are the most selling. And then the most streamed on music app. And Mizo feel it's obvious. Mizo got 15 million streams last year. Yeah, I think he was the most streamed rapper in Venda. Who got the biggest Facebook likes? Shit, this is childish. But if I could guess, I don't know. It's not like I'm following them. I think Rootkid Venda still is the most liked. I think after Makazi. Makazi is the biggest Facebook artist in South Africa. No cap. Go and check it now. Bigger than Kespa. Supposed to be hey, I'm the most booked. After Makazi, bro, go back to Muff Town and build your fan base. AKA but who's the most consistent rapper? I think Metro CMG is the most consistent rapper according to me. Listen to all his albums, his catalog. It's very consistent. The quality, the execution. Inconsistency Kaya is mostly on the visuals. I think he's very either not connected, but every time. Now you know so na album fresh. If you board go play. It's consistent. It's not like playing games with when it comes to music. Bafili, I don't even talk about it. Guzba, talk about it. Tangwe given the chief comes close second. Good Kid. I think they're the ones that I think they are working over time. Mickey Black at somewhere there, but yeah, I think Metro is the most consistent artist we have. And the company of Venrap. Na Mickey did do no man brand. Shout out to Mickey either. But who's the best producer? I think he prefer Sounds Lucid, Big J. I can't choose between them. Producers are me, so they're all the best. And then you have Matume, DJ Matume, who produces for me, Metro. He's very consistent, that guy. Every sound he can make. Crosswave. Yeah, number one in the Crosswave. Yeah, Crosswave of it. Yeah, that's the G. that's the number one G when it comes to production. Right now, it may change, but right now it's him. Yeah, that's why I'm like shocked, dude. Even though what do they support? Because Monday mera I'm a producer of Kubus. So never marry invoice. Sorry. Anyways, what is the best online radio? DB. Madumane, I don't consume it, but I like him. The Mwashindia Badara. Une like Chigubu. The Chigubu radio, ne? Yeah, I think if you're talking about online radio, I think they're the best. I don't think anybody can match what they're doing, especially on TikTok. navafiyo unonola muna wamudu mane radio waone mumjita wa Venda udivisa muhashi na yeah, there's no competition. Na ntrumbu yeah ntrumbu waita live. Well, he goes live but he's not running a radio, so habari ne. Okay, I think they're the only ones, so shout out to Chigubu Radio FM. They're the best influencer. Do we even have influencers in bed? But I think I don't know what neighbor influencer ni mean ne. Whenever bolonga influencer ni mean. What do you influence? Okay, I want to tell you. An influencer is a person who has built an audience, usually on social media, and can influence their followers' opinions, behaviors, or purchasing decisions. The influencer. No, see, famsi. The mo iti ane ofata the creator ofata audience but eveli ka social. Akona urivewe ni renge chitu kana ni pfesese karali atko ari muzika wa mizo ndi mchimba inina believe so rukesa na believe it's ass. No influencer ndancha merch ndangwala dzina ndari Music Express, go buy it. That's me influencing. Ndari shini iri ina special yanrenga, but also I'm an influencer, a promoter sometimes, because Germany ndi mini ini nono renga go down hebe nga Germany uko ni influencer ni renge ako i promoter ina nifunga uko to i promoter upirisa influencer inuri ni renge. I don't know. Tangwe arlesa ukanye ni na mic. But I think Germany, yeah, he can be an influencer because unabatu nenda ndichidula Jurisen ne Pitori. I would see him there and I'll get excited. Damn, I wanna taste that nastiest thing, but he gave me. So yeah, I think I'll check it out. But I think he's an influencer. I think it's an influencer. Myself, I'm an influencer, but I'm also a content creator. But Msanda is everything. Philanthropist, influencer, content creator, because he's very good with content. He's in education. That's philanthropy, bro. Like, he's giving back to the community. He's inspiring the next generation. That is influencer level to philanthropy. So I think he's bigger than... Oh yeah, those fazona baba chishumaratiuni. Oh, Msanda nika. Shout out to Msanda. He watches my ish. Ndiwa tolipe Msanda. Rele buku pezi, not matamba Msanda. Kezo. Shout out to him, man. But yeah, I think he's an influencer, a great one, in fact. I think Alicia is an influencer. Young girls look up to her. Maybe not for all the right reasons sometimes, but I think it's decent enough for us to say, Alicia, like seeing her getting married. I think for a lot of young girls, it's like, hey, damn, if Alicia can get married, I'm going to get married. You get me? And this is a good looking young nigga. Well, not young like that, but as I'm going to go on, so the one that I'm just focused. So for sure, I'm focused. So I think she's an influencer. I think Distan is an influencer. And a businessman now, because we're going to jog. I think some people are influencers without even knowing platforms. They're influencers. Like, you're consuming a black couch. It's not just Kingsley influencing you. It's a lot of opinions that come from that environment that says, oh, I hate this now because black couch, maybe the conversation about... So you can influence in many ways. So I don't know. But I don't know even why I took this thing this far, but I think it was going to come on. Because, we're going to have a guest, man. I want to have a guest. I want to talk about this influencing thing. Randy Gaga is an influencer. When people might say, crazy ass Nick. Mara Randy, oposta rukunyanga vasadi, vasashoni. Comments namuzi or kurkot. comments zoṱhe ndi vhasidzana fhaḽa vha khou amba uri me. So anga vha baisa vhana vha vhathu no vha baisa. So na vhone nga vhone dzi influencers tou vha sa zwiḓivhi mama. But I hope you yeah, I hope you made it this far, man. I think we did enough for the second episode. The next week on Wednesday. I'm preparing interviews for you guys, so don't worry. Be patient. I'll build a relationship in the navi. Rekonori mutu achida pa the navi or virtual divana ngongwana. So I retended relationship ripate. Hala batu bachida swido dipa. Namsar ngokono fonda unyo fonda asati. Next week my nigga rekoto ambange show as soon as possible. Mara, you shout out to everybody who watched this far. Please make sure you subscribe, you like, and yeah, Nimbuzor, what you think about everything I discussed. Numbers to ranges, I can't even remember some of them. But you shout out to Kickback Media. Mabone ayana mini nazwi. What could be bako penya? The bed zabu needs one. 4K bafethu. Hey, what did I have to producer? Hey. But I took it in because I go show love and seeing that bako appreciate mshumo producer. I enjoy it a lot, you know. You can say whatever you want, but we're pushing, we're building, and you shout out to everybody but never Kobona. Love you guys and peace.